Just remember, FPL is tough, but you are tougher. Hi guys, I'm FPL Nymphrya and welcome back to the home of FPL videos. With the first game week of the 2021 season behind us, I'm back with another update video for you. So here's how I got on in game week 1. I stuck with McCarthy in my goalkeeper spot, and well, compared to Ryan and Martinez, who I was also choosing between, McCarthy did do slightly better than both of those. Ryan conceded 3 goals and Martinez didn't even get a start for Arsenal. However, when I say slightly better, unfortunately it was just that, and McCarthy finished the game week on 2 points, conceding a goal to Palace and only making 2 saves. It also looks as if I'm continuing my shocking form with defenders into this new season, as Trent and Walker-Peters could only pick me up a point apiece. Interestingly, despite me feeling terrible about the Southampton double up, Walker-Peters' stats are better than Trent's for game week 1. KWP completed 59 passes, had 105 touches, made 6 tackles and 4 clearances, compared to Trent's 34 passes, 72 touches, 0 tackles and 2 clearances. Trent only bettered KWP on recoveries 7-3 and attempted assists 2-1. That said, no matter how you dress it up, both of these defenders were poor this week, and with having had Justin in my team most of pre-season, it's a little frustrating to see Justin get a clean sheet when these guys failed to get the minimum of 2 points. My saving grace in defence though was Lewis. When doing my research, as I said to you guys in my last video, I was keen on Newcastle defence based on fixtures. I was leaning to Lascelles until Newcastle signed Lewis, and I was informed he would be a starter in that left back position and that he held some potential attacking threat too. This led to me touting him heavily in the days leading up to the deadline. He didn't manage to get me the attacking return I was looking for from his 3 attempted assists, but he did manage a clean sheet and a bonus point for 7 points towards my team total instead, and nice to have got at least 1 call right at the back. In midfield, there were only 2 players pulling their weight here for me, and yes, as you can see, it looks as if my curse has returned. Oh dear, that's not good. Always captain my vice captain, because whatever my captain does, it seems as if my vice captain can do much better. Aubameyang managed a goal and a clean sheet. However, he did also get a yellow card, so his 7 points got doubled to 14 as my captain. Salah was the captaincy choice to go for this week, so well done if you plumped for him. Of his 9 shots, 3 of them were on target, bagging him the first hat-trick of the season for a total of 20 points. The rest of my midfield was a disappointment. Despite Sonny's 3 attempted assists, he could only manage 2 points towards my team total. St. Maximum looked sharp and fast, but never really looked like converting anything, with just 1 shot that wasn't on target. So 3 points from his 2 playing points and 1 clean sheet point. If you watched my last video, you will know that I was dead set on Saka in midfield. You'll see here that Souček now holds that spot. This was a last minute decision based on a strong indication that Saka wasn't going to start. I'm extremely shocked by this. I thought he was as nailed as it comes given his recent form. So last minute I felt I couldn't risk it and made the switch. He is on my watch list though, and I'm sure he'll be back in my team at some point this season. Up top I had varying results. Werner managed to get me an assist from his penalty win for 5 points. He had 5 shots in the box and 1 on target. I think he looked sharp, however he did pick up a knock when winning that penalty, and so we'll have to keep an eye on that. The whole Southampton team looked lethargic to be honest, and so it's no surprise that Che also didn't impress that much. He could have got a goal from his shot on target, but it was a beautiful save by Guaita, meaning he added just 2 points to my team total. Rather frustratingly, if I had stuck with Saka in midfield, I would have been 4 points better off, as Mitchell would have come on off the bench for him. But the rest of my bench were a mix of cheap non-players, and Peters placed in for this next coming game week. So with all of that, I managed a total of 59 points, 9 above the average, placing me on an OR of 1,737,686. Not the best start, but there's a strange, familiar, comforting feeling about starting badly for me, as despite starting well last season, I did end very poorly, and I'm much more used to being behind at the start and chasing the pack to catch up. It just suits me much better as a player. Looking ahead to Game Week 2, and this is how I'm currently shaping up. I have no choice but to continue on with McCarthy in goal. For now, I have other fires I want to address. However, I have currently dropped KWP to the bench, bringing in Peters of Burnley, who I had waiting in the wings instead. This is a tad risky given Spurs didn't score in Game Week 1 and Leicester put 3 past West Brom. However, I am hoping Burnley continue on with their defensive form of last season and hopefully make it much tougher for Leicester to romp. Trent keeps his spot. Chelsea looked a little vulnerable on the wings, so I'm hoping Trent can match whatever Robertson does this week. I still can't help shake the feeling that this is Robertson's year, but let's see. Lewis keeps his spot as a matter of principle for me, being my only defender to get anything of value last game week. Everything else is pretty much as you were for now, but here are my transfer dilemmas. With City and United available this week and 3 million cash in the bank, it feels somewhat foolish to not get aboard one of those teams. City have a tougher fixture than United potentially, meaning I'm leaning towards either Che to Martial with the exact cash, or Son to Bruno or Rashford with change in the bank. Here's my issue. Son looked pretty bad in Game Week 1 and will likely drop in price this week. However, as someone who owned double Southampton defence in Game Week 1, am I being premature moving him on, knowing how bad they were last game week? Getting Martial means Son can be pretty much anyone other than KDB after Game Week 2. Then again, Che could have scored if not for Gaeta, and Bruno is going to be highly owned this week. Not to mention the 1.5 it would leave me in the bank for changes elsewhere, which has me just leaning in Bruno's direction ever so slightly currently, mainly because I like the look of Wilson and Calvert for Che's spot, but would like another week to ponder on which one. However, this is subject to change of course. I may well go back to Martial, I'm still not sure yet. All of this is of course made tougher by Werner's knock. He said himself he was hoping to be okay for the weekend, but price rises may force me early on one of those transfers, which I'm not exactly chuffed about, meaning I could get forced into a -4 should any foreseeables pop up. Not ideal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. For those of you here just to see who I'm captaining so that you can captain my vice captain, I will likely stick with Aubameyang this week. Aubameyang's home record is generally better than his away record, and I'm hoping he can make it up to me after Game Week 1. At the moment, my vice captain is on Salah. Of course, that could change should I buy Bruno or Martial, so keep an eye on my social media for that one. And lastly, moving on to the trending transfers this week. If you are new to the channel, this is where I delve into the trending transfers ahead of next game week, so you can see who's likely to rise and drop in price, as well as gauging the bandwagons that other managers are jumping on. So let's take a look at the players in and out ahead of game week 2. Of the goalkeepers, Pickford is the trendiest goalkeeper in with 84,000+ purchases. Leno is the next highest with 57,000+ buys. Alisson is the most transferred out goalkeeper with 52,000+ sales, but hot on his heels is McCarthy with 52,000+ managers getting rid of the Southampton man. Of the defenders, Trent is leading the way for sales out this week with 183,000+ managers jumping off of the Liverpool man. Doherty is picking up pace though with 100,000+ sales. Gabriel of Arsenal is the main man FPL managers are turning to with 214,000+ purchases. Mitchell and Justin are also proving trendy with 150,000+ buys. In midfield, it's no surprise that the highest scoring FPL player of last season is the trendiest move in this week. Now that KDB is available for selection, 234,000+ managers have scooped up the City man already. Willian and Bruno aren't far behind though, with 233,000+ buys. Son is the player many are switching out with over 241,000+ sales. Man is the next highest midfielder sold on this week though, with 147,000+ FPL managers selling on the Liverpool midfielder. Up front, the flagged Werner has spooked FPL managers. 191,000+ managers have already moved on the Chelsea man. Ings is the next highest sold with 160,000+ sales, and the Bamford bus is rolling after he scored against Liverpool. Over 255,000+ managers have jumped grabbed a board already. Wilson is also the trendy pick up front this week with over 169,000+ purchases at the time of recording this. And that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Thursday hopefully for another live Dream Team stream. Please feel free to check out my sponsors of this video, fantasyfootballfix.com. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, Nymphria out.